god. Ah, my gosh, my hair's sticking to my neck. It's so hot, it's disgusting. Right, yeah. Top 10 Netflix horror recommendations. Kind of recommendations, kind of just horror films on Netflix. So I'm probably going to start with the ones that, well, for me, at least scary. Don't like how that looks. Okay. Yeah, for me, they're at least scary. But I like horror films, so if you don't really watch horror films, they might be scary to you. But yeah, like the higher up, the more thrill-seeking they are, maybe. Okay, yeah, so probably like 9 and 10 could class as the same film. Well, they're not the same film. Oh my god, my eyelashes look crazy. Yeah, it's the Conjuring 1 and 2. I have to think how to say it because I always say that word wrong. I always say Conjuring. No. Conjuring. Yeah, I say it like that, and now I can't remember how I usually say it because I've said it right. But yeah, they're really good. They're not, when you've watched ghosty films, they're not like the scariest ghosty films, but if you wanted a spooky night, they're always fun to put on. So yeah, I definitely put them like 9 and 10. And they're both on Netflix right now. I'm not sure how long. In fact, with any of these, I don't know how long they're actually on Netflix for, but yeah, they should be on for a bit because Netflix things usually are. Right, what did I actually wrote notes. Wrote notes? Well, not really. I've wrote it down, but I've not done it in a very understandable way. So, at 8, I've got Slender Man. And I watched this one before, and then I must have completely forgotten about it because it was not that spooky. But yeah, if you want like a spooky night and, you know, small horror films scare you, you can watch that. I'd recommend, if you don't watch horror films, maybe Slender Man over some of the top ones that I'm going to be saying. I don't think it really needs explaining. We've all heard of Slender Man. And yeah, it has, who's that woman in it? I don't know, there's this really famous person who I can't remember the name of now, but it was crazy seeing her because it kind of looked like low budget indie, but she's super famous right now. But yeah, that's number 8. What am I going to put for number 7? What have I decided was number 7? Okay, yeah. So Robert the Toy Maker. Super scary. Looking. The doll is super scary looking. Like, I would not sleep with that in my house. Like, I wouldn't even sleep with him in my shed. I'd have to know he was away from me because he looked so scary. But I knew it was gonna not be as scary as soon as I saw the bowl cap. And if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just certain like makeup choices in that film, they weren't like high budget, which kind of told for the scare factor. Not that scary. The look of the doll was like the scariest thing about this film. But sometimes that's enough for me to be spooked, depending on my mood. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's the scariest. So again, if you, I always get mixed up with which side's which. Yeah, if you're not really used to watching horror films, that could be one to watch. What did I put next? I think it's Under Paris. Which one am I on? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. Wait, am I on 6? Conjuring films. 9, 10, 8, 7. I'm on 6. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. So for the 6th one, it's then called Under Paris. I actually really like this one. It was surprising. It's a shark water horror film vibe, and yeah, I've only just noticed how annoying my eyelashes look. I'm not going back to this lash woman ever again. Let's just say that, because yeah, like even the grow out is like completely different. And let's talk Under Paris. Yeah, Under Paris, I was surprised by how good it was. At first I was like, what's going on here? Because sometimes when the actors would speak, like their lips weren't moving and stuff. And I think it's because it was originally, well, it is a French movie that's been dubbed into English. But despite that, it was good. It kind of struck me as kind of low budget. But considering it was, yeah, definitely give that a watch. I never know what to say because I don't want to give too much away in these things, because if you do want to watch them, you're going to be like, well, what's the point? She's already told me what they're about. Okay, Under Paris. What do I do next? Okay, I'm going to say... Mr. Harrigan's Phone. I didn't know what order to put these in because I love all of these films so much. Mr. Harrigan's Phone. I actually love Mr. Harrigan's Phone. It's got... oh my gosh, why her name is leaving my mind. Donald Sutherland? I think that's him. Yeah, he's a super, super famous guy. He was also in the Hungover. The Hungover Games. That's not it, what is it? The something games. Guys, it's so hot. My brain is like dying right now. It's not the Hungover Games. It's the Hunger Games. Oh my god, I'm stupid. The Hunger Games. Yeah. Super, super famous guy. And I loved him in this. And yeah, rest in peace, because he's no longer with us. But it was super... oh, my camera stopped filming. My webcam stopped filming. But yeah, I was basically trying to say about Mr. Harrigan's Phone, I think it's a super... oh, I'm talking too fast. I think it's a super underrated film. It's the sort of film like I'd start watching and think, oh, it's not going to be that good, because a lot of the time these teen sort of films, they're just not that great, because they're like targeted to teens. But no, I thought this was a really awesome film, actually, because the main character in it is a teenager. Okay, that was 5. Was it 5? I think that was 5. I'm saying it was 5 if it wasn't 5. Yeah, another one to watch that was good. I'm gonna put this one... okay, I'm gonna put this one 4th. It's something called Cam, and it's based on webcam modelling, like people who like at home, but also like chat at home as well. And it's got that real famous woman in it who's been in The Handmaid's Tale, and what else has she been in? Orange is the New Black. Yeah, I actually love this actress. I think she's awesome. She's so good. But it was quite, I don't know if scary is the right word. Like, obviously I've put it in here so it's like scary, because you're thinking, oh, I don't know which way it's gonna go. But yeah, my brain's turning off. Let me put this up here. Okay, no, I'll just hold it. Where was I going with these thoughts? This is why I suck at YouTube videos, because I can't even get a fucking sentence out of my brain. But yeah, no, I definitely recommend Cam. It was really good, and it's actually like, there's a lot of elements that are like real life, so like very, very scary if you do any like online work. How easy, and every day it feels like it's getting easier, how easy it would be to just have that out of your hands and taken away from you. So yeah, that was quite stressful to watch, especially like she'd worked, I don't want to give too much away, but she'd worked super hard to get where she was, and to see that go away, kind of, yeah, see that go away kind of sucked. But I think it's something a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people will understand as well, when you've tried really hard to get somewhere and it's just not worked out, and it's so stressful because it's like, but it should have done. But yeah, okay, what was that, a fourth? Third, I'm putting It Follows in third. I've actually not watched this one in ages, but I know that I really liked it. I like the idea of it, how do I talk about this without telling you how it happens? But the concept was really good. There's not too many concepts that, oh, Jacob's about as well. There's not too many concepts that are like this specifically. There are, but not in the way it's passed. I'm just going to say that because I'm going to give it away, and you're going to be like, why did you say anything? This is a no spoilers video, is it not? And it's supposed to be, but no, me, I probably have already spoiled it for somebody. Okay, so that was third. Second, oh my gosh, no, I loved this film. I love both of my top two. I love all of these, actually. I just like horror in general, but this was one I thought was, I don't know, because it has Stanley Tucci in it, and I hadn't seen him in this sort of, I don't know, I can't imagine him in a horror sort of thing, and I thought, oh, it's going to be a little bit more, you okay? Why is he acting strange? Yeah, creepy. Yeah, and I can't imagine him like this, but it was actually really spooky. It's kind of like, I was gonna say it's very zombie apocalypse, but I don't think there are actually zombies in it, so, but like, definitely recommend you watching it. It's so, so good. So overrated, and I need to see what my dog's reacting to, so I'll be 2 seconds, and then I'll tell you the first one, which won't actually be 2 seconds for you, it'll be like 1 second. Okay, he just wanted a wee. It wasn't anything that spooky. I think what happened was the ice cream van had gone by as well. My dog loves ice cream, but I didn't get him one. But that sounded so spooky. I was like going down the stairs, because that's where, I mean, it looks like he was staring into that room, but he was staring down the stairs, and the creepy noise and my dog staring was like, what's happening? But he just wanted a wee, so it's fine. No hauntings at mine today. Yeah, I was on number 1. So I put this on, and because it's just, I hadn't heard it hyped about anyway. So I thought, oh, it can't be that great, blah, blah, blah. I'll pop it on. I thought it was brilliant. I am addicted to this guy, and he's the same guy who made, what's it called? Get Out. I think it's Get Out. Where the guy's there, and it's like kind of a racist family, but it's like, that's not, the racism isn't like the worst part, it's the to like cutting people open and doing stuff to their brains and making them slaves and stuff. Anyway, that's not even the film I'm talking about, but I think he's the director of both of these films. And yeah, sorry, so this is called Us, and so spooky, and I think it's actually based on, like, I don't know if it's real or whether it's just like a conspiracy theory sort of thing, but I've heard, where did this happen? New York? Somewhere in America. I know there's loads of tunnels underneath towns in America, and I've heard the theories of like celebrities go through under these tunnels to get places so they're not paparazzi'd everywhere. But the idea, giving it away a little bit, but the idea that anything could have or will live under there is so spooky. Also, I know that mimics are like a massive thing in horror and like TikTok and ghosty things that are happening at the moment, so I think that's why it's just so good as well. But honestly, if you've not seen that, you so need to see it. Yeah, I think next time I'm just gonna say it is a spoilers video because there's so much I want to talk about, but it's like, okay, no I can't, because you're not going to want to watch it if I spoil it. But then if you want to watch these, even though I've spoiled it for you, then I can just talk loosely and freely. But yeah, those were my top, 10 horror films. I might make another video about horror films because I love horror films in general. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for them. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what video is going to come next, but hope you enjoyed. Bye, have a good day everybody. I hope everyone's a little bit more, there's a fly, hope everyone's a little bit cooler than me today. In the cool sense and the heat sensitive sense.